Once again everyone, welcome back to another discussion video. I've been consuming a lot of this media and what's nuts and everything else. Luckily, as you can probably tell, I've still got quite a few discussion videos that I've recorded previously to put up, 8 in fact, and I'm gonna be going for another couple today that I'm gonna be recording and editing and stuff, so yeah, look forward to it. Lots of vlog content anyway. This one I'm going to be discussing the 0 year run, which is Secret City and Dark City. Yeah, Secret City and Dark City by Scott Snyder, and then at the end I'll be talking about the Graveyard Shift, which sort of follows on from that, but also doesn't ish. So in Secret City, the first one, we have Batman at the start, which is obviously because of 0 year, meaning it's his first year. So we have his decision to become Batman. We don't have his origin stories, which is good because obviously you know, that gets rerun so many times. It's just sort of similar to the Year One by Frank Miller. So he's sort of like Bruce Wayne decided to become Batman. Him going against this new gang, or like not a new gang, but gang in Gotham City called the Red Hood Gang, led by obviously Red Hood 1, which obviously will become later Joker. You can actually see, yeah, it's pretty obvious that he becomes Joker, just the way it ends with him falling into a vat of acid. It also sort of has these one shots of like, well, short stories of him, his trainings. So it's like one of them is like where the hell he learned to drive, and it's like combat training, all that sort of stuff, which is really good. And then introduces the Riddler, or Edward Nigma, who's like a business consultant to his uncle, Mr. Kane. I forget his first name, but yeah. So basically, like he's a consultant to him, and in the Dark City is the one where the Riddler sort of comes into power, basically, takes over the city, and basically creates a massive power cut, during like, and then a storm comes in and just wrecks the city, and is like in complete control of the city. He's got fearing because he's got bombs and everything just set up to fuck them over, basically. And sort of Batman has to go through, find the Riddler, solve his riddles and all that sort of stuff to figure out what's going on. Also, he comes across a new villain to me called Dr. Death, who's sort of obsessed with creating the perfect, well, not a perfect human, but basically his son was a military guy, and he wanted to sort of create this healing agent which basically heals like broken bones and all that sort of stuff. And so he's obsessed with creating that, and sort of injects himself, and he becomes this weird monstrous creature because obviously as he gets injured, his bones reset, and he becomes this sort of deformed creature. But yeah, eventually Batman does defeat the Riddler and saves the day, and sort of teams up with Commissioner Gordon, and that's how sort of they come about. And it's really good run, the 0 City. I find it really interesting. Just introducing like the start of Bruce Wayne, basically, and he did a really good job of doing that. And then the Graveyard Shift sort of follows on kind of, with a story just before Zero Year where he decides to become Batman, obviously, called Bright New Yesterday, and then it also has a few other tales called Tomorrow in the Ages, which sort of follow on from Zero Year. It was of his sort of like becoming Batman and how he inspires others, as well as Resolve and Ghostlight's sort of more the present day Batman, having to deal with the fact that he lost his son Damian Wayne, and watch my other discussion videos from Batman Incorporated for me discussing that. But yeah, it's sort of like he has to figure out himself. And then in Nowhere Man and The Meek, it's him getting back into being a detective again and solving crimes. The Nowhere Man is someone who can disguise. Yeah, it's Clayface, becoming like the ultimate form of Clayface, where he loses all aspect of himself and can perfectly copycat someone else by just touching their DNA, but because of that he loses himself. And the Meek is this one about a guy who's sort of been killing people for the last couple of years, but no one notices him because he's a no one, basically. And then it has a look ahead in Batman Eternal to the future of Batman, which I'm really interested in seeing, because that's a whole run, and it's sort of like a futuristic Batman with at least one of my favourite characters becoming a full-fledged hero. Her name is Harper. She's been mentioned in several of the comics recently, from like DC and Batman itself. But yeah, she becomes Bluebird, which is quite interesting. And just a determination to help Batman. So I really would like to find out about what happens in Batman Eternal, which I think that run's finished, and I know there's the one volume out, but there's another one coming out in next month, I think. And then I think, because it's like 52 issues, because it was like an issue every week instead of every month, which is quite interesting. But yeah, the Graveyard Shift was again really, well, sort of like having a story in different time periods of the Batman was quite interesting. But yeah, definitely, if you wanted to start somewhere, I recommend Zero Year as a good starting point. I think, even though they're volume 4 and 5 of the Batman run, definitely good place to start is going to Zero Year, and then probably going back to Court of Owls. But yeah, I really enjoyed them, and it's got some pretty good artwork by Greg Capullo again, the mastermind. And Scott Snyder is just a brilliant writer, so I'm looking forward to reading more of his Batman run. I might try and find some of his other comics, maybe, because he's obviously done some other stuff. Yeah, but that's all I've got to say about this. I'll see you guys next time, where I'll be discussing some other comic or something else. Peace out, Girl Scouts.